known to sell high-end brand products. Now, I don't want you touching our products with those dirty hands.
Why can't I touch my own products that I make at my own company?
Huh?
Trouble Busters!
Welcome. Ew. My name is Melanie. I'm here to buy a gift to celebrate my mother's 60th birthday, so we came here to Schneider's, a shop that's known to sell some high-end products. But I'm not feeling welcomed here, and it's making me uncomfortable.
This jacket looks like it was nicely stitched. Oh, it looks great.
Mom, I need you to choose what you want as a customer.
Oh, this one is nice too. It has some cute little wavy stitches.
It has a unique design too.
Oh, this one looks great.
Oh my. Look, we're known to sell high-end brand products. Now, I don't want you touching our products with those dirty hands.
Oh my God.
Besides, are you sure you're at the right store? This isn't a place for you to be wishing you'd be able to afford these products.
No, we're here to buy some clothes today.
No way. We don't need you holding on to that wrinkled cash as you're shaking from the nerves of having to spend it.
Why do we deserve to be treated like this? I just wanted to buy something nice for my mother, who raised me by herself all these years. But what makes it okay for this lady to treat us like this? Melanie?
Oh, Mom. That's right. I need to do what I need to do. I am not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters! We don't want customers like you making our shop look like we're some kind of discount shop. Now please leave.
Why can't I touch my own products that I make at my own company?
Huh?
Hello, Mr. Schneider?
What?
One of your associates is telling us to leave because she doesn't consider me to be your customer.
Oh my God, is this true?
We're still at the location.
Please kindly wait there. I'll be there as soon as I can.
How do you know our CEO's number?
Ms. Gloria.
Oh, Mr. Schneider.
Ms. Gloria, I am terribly sorry for my employees' poor behavior. Please, kindly elaborate on what exactly happened here.
Sir, why are you acting like this? They're just some poor…
You fool! Don't you even know the CEO of the company who makes the products we sell?
Oh my God, is this even true? I thought that they were just some stray people who couldn't even afford to buy our products.
Cut it out! Look, Ms. Gloria here is the CEO of a company who takes care of all stitches for our products.
So, does that mean she's our huge business partner?
Ms. Gloria, we are terribly sorry for the rude behavior that our associate Carson has conducted.
Oh, whatever. I don't care if she's the CEO.
Huh?
She might be the CEO, but she just owns a small company that just takes care of stitches, right? I'm sure there are lots of companies that can take care of what hers does. I'm sure it's just a small business that can only handle a smaller volume.
We've been associated since your brand was ever established.
Huh?
My mother's company has been working with Mr. Schneider's company ever since this brand was established.
What? That's not possible. I mean, if she was really the CEO of such a great company, there is no way you guys would be dressed like that.
Ms. Carson!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't you see it? Don't you see how valuable the clothing Ms. Gloria and her daughter are wearing is?
Valuable, but they look like they're all worn out.
These were the 30th anniversary limited edition products from your brand.
Huh? 30th anniversary? There's only supposed to be 50 of those that were ever produced.
Is it your first time seeing these?
You're kidding me, right? Those only look like you've been crawling on the ground to get here.
Does it look that bad?
Not at all. It has nice little intentional damages on them, and it's simply an art.
Ms. Carson, how dare you not even know what she's wearing when you work for our company?
That's not true. I know about those clothes, but I've just never seen them before with my own eyes.
We are terribly sorry about this, Ms. Gloria. I'll make sure I visit your office another day to explicitly express my apologies.
Why do you have to do that?
Huh?
Just because she's the CEO, it doesn't make her a rich person.
What are you trying to say?
I'm telling you that as long as you own a company, you could call yourself a CEO even if no one works for you. Just because she's the CEO, it doesn't make her a great person or anything.
There's at least 300 of them.
Huh?
My mother employs at least about 300 team members at her company.
What? That's a large company. But then, who knows whether her business is successful or not? Oh wait, is that the black card? There's only a handful of people who could ever own that credit card.
Oh, it's not a legendary sword of any sort. Can I buy everything on that shelf?
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for always having your business.
Thank you so much.
Huh?
Oh, Miss Gloria, you should have told me earlier. If you even have the black card, you should have stated that as you walked into our store. But then I had a feeling that you were some high-class people the moment you walked in. I'm great at being able to tell those things. Oh, since we had the opportunity to get to know each other, would you like my contact information? I'll be glad to take yours too.
Can you hold on a second?
Yes?
Miss Gloria, what's the matter?
Melanie, look. Oh boy.
What's the matter?
Take a look at this.
What is it? What's going on?
This shift looks like someone has already been wearing it several times.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
Was it because they were tried on?
Yes, that must be it. A lot of our clothes have been tried on by multiple clients, so that must be why they might not look as brand new as you would expect.
What do you think, Mom? I don't think it's possible.
Are you sure about that? You can't just judge it by…
You can't fool an expert.
Huh?
All the clothes that I'm seeing here seem to have stitches that are damaged to the point where it couldn't have been from being tried on. Besides, the damage on these stitches under the armpit can only be caused after being worn for at least a few hours by an active person. And by touching the back side of this shirt, I can tell that the fabric is slightly damaged because it's been washed.
Oh, I can't tell the difference.
You probably wouldn't.
Huh?
My mother is an expert. She would be able to tell those small differences that others wouldn't be able to tell. She can tell a lot of things by just touching the fabric for a couple of seconds.
What do you mean?
Mr. Schneider,
Yes?
would you be able to provide footage on your surveillance camera?
Huh?
Yes, of course. Let me go ahead and check the in-store footage.
Not inside the store.
What?
Can I see the footage from the camera that's installed by your employee's entrance door?
What?
Employees entrance? I'm okay with that.
Wait, hold on. No. What are you trying to do?
Mr. Schneider, please kindly hurry.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
So, here we go.
Wait, no, please hold on, please.
I'm not letting you pass here.
What are you, a basketball player?
Here.
Oh. So let me explain this to you.
Ms. Carson,
Yes.
what have you been doing? These are all our products.
Oh, no, it's not like that. I wasn't stealing or anything like that. I just rented them.
What?
If there's a new movie that you want to watch, you would rent it, right? You could even rent a comic book or a game console or even electronics too. So don't you think it's a great idea to be able to rent some high-brand clothing?
What are you even talking about? Our store never rents any of our products. We sell them for a reason.
So what? If you're not letting me do something like this, what's the point of even working at a high-brand store to begin with? Besides, I told you earlier that I was only borrowing them for a couple of days. I've been making sure to return those products. It's not like I stole them. Therefore, I'm not guilty of anything.
I guess that's enough to bring the image down.
Huh?
Because you've been borrowing our products without permission, you've done enough damage, not only to our products, but to our brand image.
Oh, it's not like that. Let me make it clear that none of you would understand how I feel because you've never been a sales associate at a store like this. For those of us working at the storefront, there are always customers asking about recommendations and also how comfortable our products are too.
Why can't you just be honest and tell them that you don't know what you don't know?
I can't possibly do that. I am an expert on these products, just like how you described your mother earlier. If I'm an expert, there's no way I could tell my customers that there's something that I wouldn't know about our product.
Well, you should consider that your professionalism is at stake if you can't even admit to not knowing something.
Oh, tell me about professionalism.
What makes you think you can act so hostile?
I know I'm right. You don't even try to understand how important it is for us to know what it's like to wear our products. And that's why you never let us take any of our products for free.
That's because we don't sell any products that we could give out to our team members for free, and that's why our company offers a 20% employee discount for all our products.
I am saying that why can't you just take that into employee welfare to make it free for all of us?
What?
Why do we have to spend money on the products that we're selling? This makes no sense. I was just wearing these products because I wanted to ensure that I could give the best recommendations to our customers, and this is the real professionalism. You're very good at making yourself look like you're saying the right thing. But what makes you so professional when you think it's even okay to sell a used product at its regular price? They're not used products. I made sure I wore them for a little bit so they'll feel comfortable by the time my customers were purchasing them. Is it really necessary? Can you confidently tell me that it would have been what your customers wanted?
Oh, shut up.
Now, Mr. Schneider, what do you think after discovering this?
I'm going to make sure she faces a well-deserved consequence.
What? Why? I've been doing so much to contribute to this store.
Nope, at least my mother and I now have a bad image of your brand because of what you've done.
Ms. Gloria, I take something like this very seriously.
Why is that?
Ms. Carson, you've taken actions that would cause severe damage to our brand image. I will be discussing this incident at the next board meeting. You're also going to purchase all the products that you have worn as well.
What makes you think I could afford that? Do you even realize how much each of these cost? It's going to be at least $500 for a blouse. $500!
How dare you make our customers pay that amount just to wear some used products? And you need to realize that you're doing this to yourself after doing what you've done without realizing the damage that you're causing our brand's reputation. Besides, I'm not going to ever forgive you for assuming that our customers will be okay with what you'd assume they would be okay with.
But that was because I made sure I made the right judgment between those customers who would continue a long-lasting business with us versus those who are just window shopping. I have always cared so much for this brand and this store. I was putting them on a scale.
Not to know that the scale was broken.
Oh, can't you just shut it?
Look, Ms. Carson, we take pride in the quality of our products to ensure the highest satisfaction for those who choose us. There's no such thing as better or worse customers to us.
That's not right. We're a high-end brand and we should choose who gets to wear our products. If you see a kid who's eating a 60-cent ice cream, do you think that kid deserves to wear our product? You wouldn't think so, would you? That's what I'm trying to say.
But you're the one who's the kid with a 60-cent ice cream.
I said just shut up!
It doesn't seem like Mrs. Carson has any remorse regarding this incident. I'm no longer going to be designing anything for your brand moving forward.
What?
Oh, please hold on a second.
Design? Are you a designer?
I forgot to tell you, but here's my business card.
What? Trubus Designer Studio? Oh my god! You're kidding, right? This is such a big company.
Indeed I am.
Why didn't you tell me? This makes me feel like you had me on checkmate even before we started this game.
No, if only you were treating all customers with respect, this wouldn't be happening to you.
Wait, does that mean that your mother is the CEO of...
That's right. We make products based on what Melanie designs.
Wait, so if I've been rude to even one of you...
You would lose both of us.
Oh my god.
Ms. Gloria, Ms. Melanie, please kindly accept my deepest apologies and think twice about this.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, God!
Mr. Schneider, I strongly recommend you train and retrain your team members to ensure that you don't let another customer feel the way we did this time after taking this lesson.
Understood.
Based on how Mrs. Carson is quite shameless about this incident, I'm sure my mother and I are not the only victims of Miss Carson's prejudice.
But this doesn't mean that I'm the only person at fault, am I?
What?
Don't you think that it was their fault for wearing something that was just so deceiving, too?
Not at all. This happened because of the fact that you don't treat all customers with equal respect. That's not true. I was only making sure I tailor my service to those who deserved it, based on my level of experience. And this is the end result of your tailored service, not productive at all on your end. I said, just shut up. Just because I crossed the line with my service just a bit, you can't be overkilling me like this. Besides, hasn't anyone ever taught you not to do things that you don't want others to do to you?
Are you introducing yourself?
No, I'm not. I heard Mr. Schneider had a very long conversation with Miss Carson about this incident, while she ultimately decided to resign from her position. She was obligated to purchase all the clothing and purses that she had rented and ultimately damaged into used products as well. Because this made her end up with a large debt, she had to sell all those products at a discount shop right away. I hope she's regretting what she's done while she pays off her debt little by little. As for me and my mother, we decided to redo her 60th birthday celebration by shopping with someone who has a lot better service than Miss Carson. I ultimately bought a nice necklace for her, but no jewelry can ever be more beautiful than my mother's smile. Trouble Busters!
What kind of cheap kimono is that? Unbelievable.
Oh my.
Your kimono is now a grape garden.
This is Miss Hannah's kimono.
Huh?
It's worth $30,000.
Trouble Busters!
Oh boy, what kind of cheap kimono is that? Unbelievable.
My name is Helen. My mother-in-law, Kathy, called me over, so I'm here at my in-laws by myself. My husband is currently on a business trip.
I'm glad you're here. I love having you as my company. Oh my God, who did this?
Oh?
It seems like my mother-in-law got tricked again. Yes, I know who the culprit was. It was Helen. I was watching her.
Is it true, Helen?
Oh, Hannah, please be nice to Helen. Helen, why don't you tell her? You can tell her not to tell you what to do, especially since you don't do crap at home. I know you've been lazy since Alan is on his business trip.
That's not true. I've been doing everything I could do.
Helen, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes?
There you go. My mother-in-law hates people like you.
Kathy, I'm not talking to you. This is why I don't like you.
What is she mad at me for? Oh, I have an idea.
Oh my, what's happened?
That's the face. I did this because I wanted to see your face like that. I'm sure this cheap kimono looks a little better now.
What have you done?
Hannah's going to hate you even more.
Oh God.
Hurry up and tell me that your kimono is now a grape garden.
This is Miss Hannah's kimono.
Huh?
It's worth $30,000.
What? You're kidding.
Hey, I wanted to ask the two of you about the recipe you used the other day.
Oh, how convenient. Helen started pouring wine all over me in the kimono.
That's not true, Miss Hannah. I just got back, and Miss Kathy had poured wine on the kimono.
I would never do anything like that. Look at me. I have some wine all over me, too. I am clearly the victim here.
Oh, Miss Hannah, please believe me. It wasn't me.
You'd better admit it, Helen. You're obviously the culprit.
Hold on a second.
Yes, of course. Miss Hannah, please do whatever you wish with Helen.
Why did you know that Helen's kimono belonged to me, Kathy?
Huh?
I only purchased this kimono earlier this year. Helen is the only person who knows about it. She's the culprit? How dare she do this to me? I can't let her keep harassing me like this. I'm going to fight for myself. I'm not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters!
Helen told me.
How so?
She told me as she was pouring wine all over it. She said she hated how you always tell her what to do, so I figured the kimono belonged to you.
I never said anything like that. When I got back here, the kimono had wine all over it.
Helen, you need to stop lying. I know you were throwing a tantrum.
Why is there wine on your clothes, Kathy?
Helen did this.
That's not true. I saw you pouring wine all over yourself.
Why would I ever pour wine on Miss Hannah's kimono?
You were trying to get me in trouble again.
That's not true. I don't make any mistakes, and I always do things perfectly. Right, Miss Hannah?
So what? The fact that you take care of things around the house has nothing to do with the wine that was poured onto this kimono. How would I know you wouldn't have done this if you might have hated me so much?
Why are you taking Helen's side?
I'm not taking sides, but I'm just saying this because you're acting as if you had nothing to do with this.
Look, Helen poured wine all over me, too.
I said, are you sure about that?
Of course I am. Have I ever lied to you before?
Not that I remember.
Right, I'm innocent, and I have wine all over me.
You can't change your story later. Let me ask you one more time. Did Helen really pour wine on you?
Yes.
I see. I need the two of you to stay here.
Where are you going?
I'm grabbing some baking soda.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Miss Hannah. Oh, you have a smartphone on you? Who are you texting?
Oh, it's from a friend.
Great. There are no cameras around here. Thank you so much, Miss Hannah.
Miss Kathy?
What is it? Are you ready to apologize now?
I wanted to ask you a question.
What is it?
You said that I poured wine all over you in Miss Hannah's kimono.
Yep, I said that because this is what you've done.
Can I ask why the wine is poured on so differently?
Huh?
The wine that's poured onto the kimono looks like it was splashed all over it, while your clothes look like it was poured from directly above.
Huh? Who cares about that? That's not important.
The way your clothes are soiled shows how the wine was poured on from a closer distance when you were just standing around.
So what? You did this to me.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
What do you mean?
Why haven't you resisted when someone poured wine on you?
Well, that's because I never imagined that you would do something like this.
Even though the kimono had wine all over it already? If I were you, I would have expected that she'd pour wine on me.
I was so shocked I couldn't react to you.
But you would have resisted, wouldn't you? And I'm sure your clothes should have looked as if you'd resisted. But I wonder why your clothes don't look that way.
I already said that I was too shocked to react to you.
But you clearly reacted.
Huh? When?
Helen, what are you doing? Stop this. That's what you were screaming out loud.
I heard your voice too.
Are you saying that you were screaming as you were just standing around?
That's right.
Helen, what are you doing? Stop this. Who would react like that? Is that even possible?
It happened, so it was possible. Stop talking nonsense like this.
We don't have a witness and we don't have any evidence. This is all we could do to figure out who was the culprit.
It's true that I could have poured wine all over myself, but who would ever do that?
You would, because you wanted to trick me into this situation.
You're only talking about possibilities. You can't prove a single thing.
Yes, I could.
Show me then.
Let me prove it then. Both you and I were capable of pouring the wine at a close distance.
See, I was right.
But there will be a difference in how the clothes would be soiled. If I poured the wine on you, I could hold on to the bottle as is, but you would have had to hold the bottle by twisting your arm a bit.
There's no way you could figure that out by looking at how the clothes were soiled.
I'm an amateur, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right, so what's the point of even talking about this? You're acting as if you're a detective, but you're not. And I know you're not going to be able to prove a single thing. You're so clever being all ready to get away with what you've done. Is that how much you want to bring me down?
I just want to make sure I'm not taking the blame for something I've never done.
But you still haven't proven a single thing.
If I haven't, all I need to do is analyze.
How? Are you going to study that from now on?
No, I could ask someone who's already an expert.
How? You need to stop talking about this nonsense.
It's not nonsense. Social media is so convenient nowadays. I could connect myself with pretty much anyone. I'm going to ask this person to see if he could help me prove my innocence.
What? A bloodstain analysis?
There's always an expert to every genre that you could search for, and this person seems like they've gotten good at analyzing what we need right now.
Oh, you shouldn't involve other people like that.
But this is a huge deal, Miss Kathy. This kimono is worth $30,000 and you're trying to place the blame on me. I can't just let it go. Miss Hannah, can I borrow a pen and piece of paper?
Go ahead. Wait, what are you trying to do? Maybe she's doing some touch-ups. Touch-ups?
Thank you for waiting. This is a memorandum. Please read carefully.
I did not pour wine on Miss Hannah's kimono. If it turns out that I was the culprit, I'm willing to pay $30,000 to both Miss Hannah and Miss Kathy. If Miss Kathy turns out that she was the culprit, she will be paying both Miss Hannah and me $30,000 each.
Miss Kathy, I need you to sign this.
Why do I have to?
We're home! Any crying child around here?
Oh, Alan, Mr. David.
Why are you guys here?
My business trip ended sooner than I thought. Me too. We figured that we could come back home to spend some time with you guys.
Oh, out of all days.
Let me tell you what happened here.
I see. We should get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Alan.
Mom, you said you're not the culprit, right? And you're saying that Helen did this, right? Why don't you just sign that memorandum then? What's the problem?
But if this turns out to be true, you're going to have to pay a total of $60,000.
Helen, you didn't do it, did you?
I did not. I swear to the universe.
That's a big decision. Okay then, Mom, why don't you accept it?
But I didn't know.
Does that mean you're the culprit?
Oh, who cares anymore? Anyone makes a mistake. We shouldn't be wasting time figuring out who did this. Answer his question, Kathy. Are you the culprit? I may have gotten too excited and poured some wine all over myself.
Were you opening a bottle of wine like you would open a bottle of champagne all by yourself?
I told you not to change your story earlier when I asked you. But I may have done this to myself, but
you're really not making any sense. You clearly did this to yourself, and you're saying that you may have done this to yourself?
It doesn't make me the culprit who spilled wine all over Miss Hannah's kimono.
I guess so.
You can't make false allegations against me without being able to prove a thing.
But that's exactly what you were trying to do to me earlier.
That's right. Helen was the one who did this to the kimono. I may have done this to myself, but not to the kimono.
I'm sorry when you're explaining that, as you seem to be quite heated up, but what about the wine that splashed onto your shoulders? They look like they splashed on when you were pouring wine all over the kimono.
You're just making that up.
Yep, so can we analyze this to make things clear?
Oh, you just want to make me the bad guy, don't you?
It must have been you, Mom.
Oh, Alan.
It sounds like you've been harassing Helen every time I've been away on my business trips.
Oh, you're just misunderstanding everything.
I'll find out if I'm misunderstanding or not after we make things black and white. If you're innocent, why can't you just sign that memorandum?
Oh. Kathy, if it turns out that you were the culprit, not only am I going to make sure you replace my kimono, but I'm going to ask you to leave this house. What? Why are you looking so surprised? If it turns out that you were guilty of this, not only did you soil my kimono, but you've also tried to make Helen the culprit for what you've done. Why would I ever want to let you live in my house knowing what you've done? But my husband lives in this house.
Don't worry, I'll live in my company dorm if that happens.
What? Oh, we can't go back to the dorm after all these years.
What do you mean? If you were the culprit, I'm breaking up with you.
Break up?
There's no way I would continue living with someone like you if it turns out that you would do anything like this.
Fine. Let me admit it so I could at least atone for some of my sins. I was the one who poured wine all over Miss Hannah's kimono. What for? I thought it belonged to Helen. It looked like a nice kimono, so I just wanted to harass her by ruining it.
How dare you do that to my wife?
But it was Helen's fault for getting on my nerves all the time. You guys can't just pick on me about this. I feel like I'm getting bullied.
Bullied?
I mean, you know, I admitted to what I've done, so I should be forgiven.
Of course not.
What makes you think that we would forgive you as long as you admit to what you've done?
You made up that rule for yourself. And you're not trying to atone for your sin. You're just trying to get away with it. We're not letting you do that.
But Hannah made me do this because she's always nitpicking on me. That's why I wanted to make sure Helen ends up being a worse wife than I am. And that's how I figured I could watch Hannah struggle with terrible wives around her. If only I knew that what goes around comes around, I would never have done what I did.
Nope, that is not the point. Nothing ever justifies harassment, even if you ever felt that another person had harassed you. As for me, I decided to express appreciation to my husband's grandmother regarding this incident. Miss Hannah was the one who was able to figure out who was the culprit. I only said those things after reading the message that she sent me. It was up to you whether you chose to take that fight or not. I only shared with you the knowledge that I had. The memorandum and the bloodstain analysis was what you've done without my help. Miss Hannah was so kind to apologize to me on Miss Kathy's behalf. She also told me that it would have been easy for her to just take my side, but she also was concerned that I wouldn't ever be able to stand on my ground on my own, and that's why she wanted me to take that fight. We're all grown-ups, and there's no reason for Miss Hannah to take responsibilities like that. And I really love spending time with you, Miss Hannah. What? Why are you saying that all of a sudden? You're making me shy. I'm not going to be less strict on you just because you're acting nice to me like that. But maybe we could have a cup of tea and take a nice break.
Sure, Miss Hannah. Trouble Busters!
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, can you get me some water, please?
Here's some water.
I'm withdrawing $50 million that I have in your bank.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Alan. I currently work at the bank, and I'm having a meeting with a new business owner. I hope it goes well. Now, going into the subject... Me! Oh, God, Sam, you scared me. It's my turn now. Sam, this gentleman booked a meeting with me. Alan, I'm sure you can't even explain things well to him. He looks like he has money and we need to treat him well. But you can take care of that gentleman over there. Now get out of my way. Sam was being so rude.
Oh,
my God, ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, can you get me some water, please?
Here's some water.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
I'm glad you're better.
I appreciate you for doing that. Here you go.
$100?
For the water.
No way! I can't take this from you. You don't have to pay me for the water.
Is that so?
Do you feel okay to walk now?
Yup. Oh, thanks for taking care of me.
Would you like me to escort you home?
Oh, it's okay. I'm feeling fine now.
But...
Anyways, do you work at the Trobank? I see your badge.
Yes, I do.
I see.
Bye. Hey, Alan, is your new client another low-spec customer? Sam, that's rude. Are you sad because I'm saying so much crap about you? I don't care what you say about me, but you can't talk like that about our clients. Huh? It doesn't matter if someone is rich or not. We should treat them all equally. No, who cares about that? You know, banks exist because money exists, so we should prioritize people who have money. We don't need to be wasting time on people without money. You might be right that banks exist because money exists, but we shouldn't prioritize any client over another. Alan, I know you're jealous. Huh? I'm always assisting clients who look rich, while you're always spending time on people who don't look so rich. You should look into getting better clients rather than spending time being jealous. Look at me. I have the highest performance record. But when I was trying to assist a new business owner, you cut into our meeting. Oh, I was just trying to help you out because I knew you wouldn't explain the different plans too well. You can't be jealous when I was helping you out.
Oh, it sounds like there's something going on here.
Oh, I know you. Ms. Carmela. Huh? This lady is one of our VIP clients. Really? Is she? Ms. Carmela, how may I assist you today?
I'm here to see this young man.
You're here to see Alan?
Hello, Ms. Carmela.
I'm withdrawing $50 million that I have in your bank.
Huh?
Here's the cash.
What? Ms. Carmela, did you just withdraw that cash from us?
Yep,
Withdraw $50 million? Why?
you would know why, wouldn't you? There's no reason for me to keep $50 million at this bank any longer.
Alan, what's going on? What? Don't act like you don't know. You would know what it means when someone withdraws $50 million from our bank.
I do.
What have you done? What? I mean, Ms. Carmela was pointing at you as she said that. I'm sure you must have done something wrong.
But hold on a moment. I don't remember doing anything wrong. Ms. Carmela?
As soon as our branch manager finds out about this, you're done here.
But hold on. You need to listen to my side of the story.
I don't think there's anything we need to hear from you when you let a $50 million withdrawal happen to our bank. You're in huge trouble. Let's just hope you won't get sued or anything.
Oh, God, what a day!
You don't seem to get it, do you?
Huh?
This is your fault, Sam.
Oh my God! Mr. Hudson, I thought you were on a business trip.
I was supposed to be gone by now, but I had to come back because of what's going on.
Oh, I see.
Sam, look what you've done!
Me? Are you talking about Alan or me? Is this some kind of mistake?
It's not a mistake. Who do you think caused this problem?
I'm not really following here.
You don't get it, huh? I'll tell you.
Huh? Wait, what?
This story is coming to a turning point. I'm not letting him get away with this.
Trouble Busters! I'm sorry, but I have no idea what's going on.
Your branch manager is so upset with you and you still don't seem to get it. The reason why I made this withdrawal is because of you.
How could this be my fault?
Ms. Carmela gave me a call yesterday. She said that she couldn't stand seeing a teller named Sam behave so poorly, and she was concerned about keeping her funds with us.
And that's why I made a $50 million withdrawal just now.
Behave so poorly? That's not possible!
Sam, as Ms. Carmela said, you've always been choosing how to behave depending on who you're assisting. Our clients could hear us having our conversations too, and I'm sure some of them felt that you were being an eyesore to them.
Oh, how dare you talk to me like that?
You better have an explanation for this.
Explanation? I'm sure they're misunderstanding something.
Oh, is that so?
I'm not misunderstanding anything. If you say so, why don't you prove that I said or did anything that would make you feel displeased?
Well,
you too, Ms. Carmela. Just because you're a VIP client, you can't just make up a story like this to bring my reputation down.
What a joke.
Huh? You know, banks exist because money exists, so we should prioritize people who have money. We don't need to be wasting time on people without money. Oh my God!
I just happened to hear what you were saying.
Sam!
When did you even?
Smartphones are so convenient, huh?
You can't make any more excuses. Ms. Carmela, I'm terribly sorry for this.
Better be. I never knew your bank judges your clients based on their specs.
This was due to my poor management. Sam, why don't you apologize too?
But what's wrong with saying that people with money will bring us profits? It's the truth.
But because you said what you thought was the truth, you're causing us a $50 million loss.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was someone else whose voice happened to sound like mine.
There's no way you're getting away with that excuse.
But you pointed at Alan earlier to say that you were withdrawing $50 million. I'm sure Alan had to do something with this withdrawal.
It's true that I was looking at him as I said that I'm withdrawing $50 million, but I never said that it was because of him. Besides, I owe him. Why would I withdraw the funds because of someone who helped me out?
Oh, I see. Huh? I'm so proud of you, Alan. I'm so proud to have a subordinate like you.
Why are you changing your behavior all of a sudden? Sam, what are you trying to do?
Ms. Carmela, I'm Alan's direct boss. I've been training him to ensure he is always kind to people. I'm sure Alan decided to help you out because I've always told him to do the right thing. You're making this up. You never trained me like that.
He's right. There's no way you can lie to us like that after we all saw that video.
That was just part of the job. Look, sometimes I care about this bank so much and I end up saying those things, but normally I'm always kind to others. Right, Alan?
Oh, give me a break.
I'm always assisting clients who look rich, while you're always spending time on people who don't look so rich. You should look into getting better clients rather than spending time being jealous. Look at me, I have the highest performance record. Oh my God!
Ugh.
Kind to people? You mean rude to people, right?
I didn't know you recorded the conversation all the way through.
Not only are you rude to clients, but you're also rude to your colleagues. No wonder Ms. Carmela is making this withdrawal. Mr. Hudson is right.
I guess that didn't work.
What made you think it would work?
Oh, shut up.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Uh,
How are you going to take responsibility for this?
Ms. Carmela, I just don't agree with everything.
What part of this don't you agree with?
I understand that you felt displeased after seeing how I was behaving. However, this was something that happened among us. We haven't done anything that would be against your interest, have we?
Sam, that's not the point.
What's the point then?
Impressions are very important in this society. For example, if you go to a convenience store and the clerk is being rude to you, how would you feel?
I wouldn't feel good about the shop.
That's right, and you probably wouldn't want to go to the same location again. At least I wouldn't.
You're just changing the subject. This is a bank and we're not a convenience store. Besides,
Why don't we change the question then?
Huh?
If your friend or family, whoever's important to you, is being harassed by another person, how would you feel?
If it's someone important to me, it's a completely different subject. Of course I wouldn't want that to be happening.
And that's exactly what you've done.
But what you're saying doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
By withdrawing your funds from this bank, you're causing damage to Alan, who works here too. Maybe you did this to help Alan, but you're actually causing more damage than help. Alan might even lose his job and end up hating you.
Sam, I would never hate.
Are you saying that you don't care if you lose your job? I'm sure you would care.
You're talking way too much, Sam. Losing a job? You're misunderstanding this.
I mean, we're talking about a $50 million loss.
A $50 million loss is a huge loss, but it's not like our bank is going out of business because of that. Sam, you know it for yourself. A lot of people trust us with their funds and keep their money with us. It doesn't matter if someone is rich or poor, everyone is supporting the bank.
Whatever.
And that's because Alan, along with all of our colleagues, would always treat our customers fairly and equally.
And it seems like you're also misunderstanding something. I would never do anything to make Alan hate me.
What?
You'll find out later.
Huh?
I also plan on continuing my business with this bank, too.
I don't understand what you're saying.
This red-headed gentleman is worth trusting. I feel comfortable talking to him about my funds. I don't mind referring the business owners that I know to this bank, too.
Why is it Alan? Is it because he helped you out?
Of course, that too, but he's a kind person who treats others equally with respect. His motive isn't greed, he just wants to be kind to others, and I was touched with how he conducts himself.
Our clients are always complimenting Alan, too. Thank you so much for saying so many kind things about me.
Why are you doing this then? Why did you withdraw $50 million to begin with?
Oh, you're starting to reveal yourself, aren't you?
I mean, none of this is making any sense to me right now. That's my social media notification. Oh my God! What the heck? Our bank! I mean, Sam! You're going viral! What?
Let me see. Sam the teller at Tra Bank is extremely rude.
And this one says, Sam the teller didn't care about my inquiry.
He was not helpful, and that bank needs to train their staff right.
Why is this happening?
I used social media to make this happen. I'm sure you figured out that I'm someone well known after hearing that I withdrew $50 million. I have quite a few followers on social media.
I see. And because Ms. Carmela posted something on social media, there's a lot more people who had something to say about Sam.
And I didn't think this was enough, so that's why I did what I've done this time.
A $50 million withdrawal does leave quite an impression.
I see. So not only were you talking crap about our clients, but you've been making so many of our clients feel displeased.
That's not true! This lady is making everything up!
Are you sure she's making this up?
What do you mean?
I'm checking all the reviews for our branch, but there's so many bad reviews. And when you read them, they're all about you, Sam.
I'm telling you that this must be a conspiracy!
Some of these reviews are from 6 to 12 months ago.
And those have nothing to do with what happened this time.
Sam, how dare you! I guess what goes around comes back around.
Damn it!
You're helpless at this point, Sam. You better be ready to face your consequences.
I'm not! So please, you have to forgive me!
I'm not forgiving you.
But...
Manager, please calm down.
How could I calm down?
Was his name Sam? This guy still has a future. I want to give him a chance.
Oh!
Sam, do you understand why this is happening to you? As long as you're willing to learn your lesson and grow to be a better person, I'll be happy to talk to your branch manager. What do you think, manager?
It's all going to depend on what Sam has to say to us.
I've been working hard! It's true that I contributed to this bank by making sure I prioritize high-spec clients, too. And you guys can't pick on me like this. If only Alan made as much contribution as I did, this wouldn't have been happening.
How dare you?
I see how you're taking this. Tell him now.
Huh?
Tell him what you feel like telling him. Just trust me.
You think you're such a great person by being kind to anyone, huh? It's true that I contribute to this bank more than you, right, Mr. Hudson?
I can't deny the fact that you've contributed to our bank.
If I caused any damage to the bank, I just need to make sure I don't cause that damage again and keep contributing, that's all! But you took those chances from me. Don't yell at me like that! You always cut into my conversation whenever I'm assisting certain customers, just so you could take the credit for it.
Is that true?
That's not true! I was just trying to help Alan! I thought it's best if I assist those clients for him! Stop making excuses. Whenever I declined your help, you'd still force me to let you handle those clients. And you can't prove a thing about this. You wouldn't have another video, would you?
I don't have a video for that, but why don't we confirm with that thing there?
Huh? Mr. Hudson, does that camera record anything?
Of course it does.
Well then.
Yup.
Wait! I don't know if this is a good idea! Why not? That's because,
I wonder if we're going to see something that would inconvenience you?
Sam! After checking the footage, we know this for sure.
It's not true! It just happened to look like it! And how many times did you happen to make it look like what I said?
Either way, I'm discovering now that you were only taking others' credit to contribute to the bank.
That's not true!
It's true.
Oh, damn it!
Sam, you can't get away with this anymore.
Shame on me for trying to give you a chance.
What was I supposed to do then?
Can't you answer your own question?
I can't!
You should have apologized for what you've done. That's all I was looking for from you.
Was that it?
Yep.
Well then, ha! Huh? I'm so sorry. This was all my fault. I apologized. Now.
It's way too late for this.
What? Why? But you asked me to apologize.
Apologies only mean to others when you give one without being asked for one.
No one is gonna buy your cheap apology. But I...
You better be ready for this.
Oh my God!
Sam ended up losing his job because of this incident. I'm not sure where he is or what he does now. All I'm sure of is that he probably doesn't work for the bank anymore. As for me,
I'm depositing $50 million with you guys again. I trust in you, Alan.
thank you so much.
I'll be back.
See you soon. My clients have been supporting me more than ever, and I'm having a great time at work. Trouble Busters!
Is everyone almost here? We're at the same cafe as always. What? Oh my god. Hello? Dad? Can you cancel the flight, please?
Trouble Busters!
I'm sure they'll be here soon. My name is Helen. I'm going on a trip to Guam with my friends today, but they're not here yet. I wonder what's going on. What is it? Is everyone almost here? What do you mean by that? Where are you guys? We're at the same cafe as always. Oh, I see. Yep, we're looking forward to the Guam trip, and we're looking forward to meeting your husband, too. We woke up early because we were too excited, and we're at the cafe. Oh, I see. So are Kathy and Erica also there? Yep. That's great. I'll be right there then. Okay, we'll be here. If you don't get here in 10 minutes, we're leaving without you. Oh, please wait for me. I'll be there as soon as I can. Oh, so they're at the cafe. What? Oh my god. Hello? Selena? Huh? Did you read what we wrote there? What's going on? You're my friend, but this is terrible. Thanks for reserving the flight for us. You're no longer needed by us. Needed? What do you mean? You were only worthy for us as someone who has a family member who works for the flight industry.
That's all.
And nothing else. We took advantage of you because you were worth taking advantage of. Our husbands are happy too. Thanks for paying for the private jet, too.
Were you lying that you wanted to meet my husband, too?
What did you think?
I knew you'd be so petty and wouldn't take us on this trip if we weren't being nice to you.
I know! You were working so hard on this trip after we said that.
Are you saying that you were only taking advantage of me?
1, 2.
That's right.
We're leaving. Bye now.
But I was looking forward to this trip, too.
That's too bad.
I guess you're paying for the flights, but
It's under Selena's name, right?
that might be right, but since Selena says we're going, we're going.
Our flight's leaving in 10 minutes. Bye!
We're leaving without you.
But this trip is for housewives who also have a job, just to treat ourselves.
Oh, was that so? We don't want someone like you joining us. You don't even work, living such an easy life. But I'm also a housewife.
You don't work hard. Don't ever think we're the same.
Hello, Selena? Hello? Selena is misunderstanding two critical things.
The number you have dialed is currently unavailable now. Oh my God.
What? Am I the only person in this group chat now? I always thought that they were my friends, and I've been looking forward to this trip too. This is terrible. Hello? Dad? Can you cancel the flight, please? I told my father about why I had to cancel the flight. While he was furious, he helped me cancel it. More like he had no choice but to cancel the flight because they would have needed me for the flight.
My name is Selena, and I have a private jet to go to Guam.
Thank you for that information. However, it seems like Miss Helen is called to cancel the flight. How would you like to proceed?
Is she trying to cancel the flight just to ruin our trip?
I'm not sure about the details, but she said to have a person called Selena take care of the flight if you would still like to go on a private jet.
I wonder if she planned on making the payment at the airport on the day of.
What? Does that mean we're supposed to pay on the day of?
I'm sure the private jet would cost a lot. How could she do this?
How would you like to proceed?
Look, we're ready to go to Guam. We can't cancel the trip. I'll pay for the flight, so please get it ready.
Understood.
I mean, it's just Guam, and Helen was planning on paying for this flight. I'm sure I could afford it since I have a job when she doesn't.
Let me calculate your total. Hello?
Hey, Helen, what is going on?
What exactly is your question?
You're kidding me. They're telling us to pay $120,000 for the private jet.
Of course they would. I never paid for the flight.
I mean, why is it $120,000? That's insane.
That's the regular price.
You're kidding me, right? Stop lying.
If you think I'm lying, why don't you take a look at what other airlines would charge you to charter a private jet? It's going to cost around that much.
Kathy, I need you to look at how much other airlines would charge us for a private jet to Guam.
Okay.
There's no way we're going to pay this much. All the other flights are fully booked, and we're getting forced to cancel our Guam trip.
You'll be on the private jet if you pay for it.
We can't possibly pay $120,000.
Selena, I checked the other air companies too, but it's going to cost us somewhere between $110,000 to $150,000.
What? It can't be that expensive.
What did you think? You're trying to book a private jet.
How were you even planning on paying for the flight?
I was going to make it free by showing up.
What? Free?
I went ahead and explained to her about how I supported my father when he wanted to become a pilot and how he gifted me a free private jet pass in exchange for supporting him. Because you left me out, you're going to have to pay for the private jet. Does that mean that if only Helen was with us, we would have had our flights for free? That's right.
You should have told us that earlier.
I would have wanted you to tell me sooner that you weren't planning on taking me with you. Look what I caused my father.
Now that we know how much we're going to end up paying, we have no choice but to cancel our trip. This is all because of you.
What? Cancelled? You never told us this would happen. We're here because we thought we could enjoy a free trip.
I think it's better if you go on that trip.
I wish I could, but I can't. There's no way I could afford to pay $120,000.
You're going to have to pay 100% of the cost if you cancel your flight on the day of. Oh. The flight is under your name, Selena, so this means that you have no choice but to pay that amount.
But that was because I thought you were paying.
Yes, I promised you, Selena, because I thought you were my friend. But somehow you misunderstood and thought that the flight was already paid for and left me out of this trip.
Oh, well, that was because…
You are not my friend. You're a stranger to me. And I don't want you taking advantage of my free flight ticket that my father gifted me when you're a stranger.
I just never thought that I'd end up paying on the day of.
That's not the point. I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done to me.
I was just kidding. Oh, come on, don't be like that.
You all even left the group chat. I'm on the way to the airport, but…
Oh?
Don't get me wrong. I'm just on the way to apologize to my father for causing him so much trouble.
Oh, come on. Why don't we just enjoy this trip together?
I don't plan on going on any trips with a stranger.
Please don't be like that.
Sounds like a lot of things are going on, huh?
I'm sorry if I was being a little too loud.
This is a taxi, not a bus or a train. You can talk as loud as you want.
Thank you so much.
By the way, about that free flight ticket that you're not using anymore, can I have it by chance?
Nope.
Oh.
There she is, our savior.
We've been waiting for you. I don't mean to make you all sad, but I'm not here to help you guys.
Oh, please don't say that.
Yeah, that was just a joke. We just wanted to sound like we were being serious. A joke, huh? There were supposed to be 6 of us, including myself, and I see that there are already 6 of you here. This only tells me that you never planned on having me join your trip to begin with.
Oh, that's not true. Look.
This guy is someone from Erica's relatives. He's just giving her a ride.
What?
So he's not part of the head count.
Hold on a minute. Why are you leaving Steven out?
If you don't agree, why don't you take yourself out of the head count?
But Selena, you were the one who planned on leaving Helen out, so why don't we leave either you or Kevin out?
But the flight is under my name. You can't leave me out.
But I'm the one who booked the tourist on site. And I booked the hotel.
So what? This whole trip was my idea. You guys wouldn't even have this trip if it weren't for me.
So what if you happened to be the first person who said it? And you didn't even have the power to plan everything on your own. You just came up with the idea.
Whatever. Can we just hurry up?
That's right. Weren't the 6 of us supposed to go on this trip together?
Shut up. You guys aren't even paying a single penny.
That's right. You're making us pay for everything.
But that's the only reason why we decided to join you guys.
We'll just leave if you don't want us here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but either way, I'm not going on a trip with you, so just make sure you pay the $120 cancellation fee.
Oh, please don't say that.
We need you to come with us, Helen. You need me to make sure the flight departs.
That's just a misunderstanding. Can we just start getting along now?
That's right. Why don't we pay for everything other than the flight for you? No, thank you. If I'm going to Guam, I'd rather go with anyone but you guys. Either way, I still need Miss Selena to pay the $120,000 fee.
If you're not taking Steven with us, I'm not going to pay any of that $120,000 fee.
It's still going to be $40,000 even if you divide it by 3. I'm sure there's a limit to how much each of you could pay, even if you all have a job.
Forget it. I'm leaving.
What?
Me too. I'm leaving too.
Hold on, guys. You can't leave. We're all going on the trip.
But if we can't go on that trip, there's no point in just standing around here.
We'll make sure we convince Helen.
You can't. Just look at her. She's not gonna change her mind. She already shut herself down. There's no point talking to her. And there's no point for us to be waiting around. So we're leaving.
Oh, Kevin, please don't go.
If you make any miracle happen, just give us a call and we'll come back.
Hey, I already paid for your hotel and the tour, too.
That's your problem. I don't care.
Oh, Kevin. Helen, this is your fault.
You did this to yourself. How could you ever blame this on me? Now that your boyfriends are gone, it's time for us to all go home now. Could you please call your husband now?
What?
Are you wondering why I knew? I can tell just by looking at you guys.
Those boys looked way too young to be your husbands. What are you standing around for? You have a problem to solve.
If you're not willing to pay the $120,000 cancellation fee, you will be charged for fraudulent obstruction of business, and therefore I recommend you make a quick decision.
Huh? Fraudulent obstruction of what?
Of course, you're trying to cancel this flight within 24 hours. I feel like that would be the case if only this was canceled with a no-show.
Would I get arrested for that?
Who knows? I can't guarantee that you won't. We can't let that happen. I can't possibly live a normal life if I ever get arrested. We need to convince our husbands to help us out.
I guess that's our only choice.
Oh well, whatever.
I'm so sorry, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We had 2 of our friends cancel this trip on us and we can't go on this trip anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that, but this is $120,000 we're talking about.
We just got a little too excited for this trip.
That's way too excited. Even if the 6 of you were paying for it evenly, each of you planned on paying $20,000? That's crazy.
It would have been 5 of them.
Huh?
I never planned on paying.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, why do you ask?
It was supposed to be a trip with the 6 of you, right? Weren't you one of the 6 friends? You should pay your portion of it.
Guam trip with 6 friends, huh?
Isn't that right?
Why don't you ask your wife about that?
Selena, what's going on?
Helen was waived.
Waived? What do you mean? Waived from what? Waived from the flight expenses, I supposed. Oh, I see. But why is that? What do you mean by that? That's right, her husband should be paying for her at the very least.
Selena, can I tell them the truth now?
What's the truth?
Stop, Helen, don't do that. There's been a lot going on with Helen's family and she can't afford to go on this trip.
So are you saying that she can't afford to go on this trip, so she's going for free?
That's right, we were willing to pay for her portion.
Isn't that a little too much?
If I'm obligated to pay for anything, I don't mind paying $20,000.
Just shut up.
Why are you talking like that?
Tell them, Selena, am I obligated to pay $20,000?
No.
That's not possible! Are you saying that there's a reason why you guys would have to pay for her?
No, that's not the case. Look, can you guys please just pay $40,000 each?
And that will solve the problem.
I don't think it'll solve anything! Helen should pay for her portion, and you guys should also make the other 2 friends pay for the cancellation, too! That's right, we can't just pay $40,000 like this! Selena, call your 2 friends right now!
I'm not so sure about that.
Why not?
I met those friends just briefly at a party, so I don't really know them too well.
Are you saying that you were planning on going on a trip with some friends that you don't really know about?
I'm sorry.
If we don't know too much about those people, it's going to take us time to track them down. Then maybe we could each pay $30,000 if Helen agrees to pay.
Maybe you might find some information if you check the itinerary.
Helen?
You're right! Ma'am, may we see the itinerary?
Sure, here.
No.
We'll see who canceled the trip. Huh? Hold on, why does it say that we were supposed to go on this trip?
Oh, that's just because we loved you so much. We wanted to pretend that we were going with you.
Why did you even tell us that you were going with your friends? Do those 2 friends who canceled this trip last minute even exist?
Of course not.
Damn it, Helen.
I knew my name wouldn't have been on there. It's evident that you guys were planning on leaving me out of this trip.
No, I just forgot to write your name.
Is that even possible?
It's possible. I just forgot.
No, I don't suppose it's possible. Look, the 3 ladies here were planning on going on this trip with the 3 men, each of them is having an affair behind your back.
Damn it, Helen.
If you decide to tell them that you'd only pay for the cancellation if they'd allow you to check their phones, they won't have a choice.
Helen, stop! How dare you?
Selena, I need to check your phone.
Oh, honey.
You can't possibly tell me not to accuse you after making me see this itinerary. You wouldn't have a problem if I check your phone if you haven't done anything bad, right?
Ugh.
If you're not showing your phone, I'm not going to help you out.
Look, honey.
We have nothing to do with this, so why don't we just go home now?
What?
Hold on right there. How dare you have the guts to say that you have nothing to do with this? Oh, shut up. Selena, you're the only person who's legally obligated to pay for this cancellation. We have nothing to do with this. If you're going to betray me, I'm going to tell the truth. What did you guys think? Our group chat has a bunch of photos that you don't want our husbands seeing. It's too late now.
Now we're really going to have to check your phones.
Oh my God. And that's how
So you've been cheating on me!
Selena and her friends ended up confessing their affairs to their husbands. All three of their husbands decided to file a divorce against their wives on the spot at the airport. While they filed lawsuits against them for the settlement and the cancellation fees that they owed, they did consider giving them a second chance at one point, but...
Look, if you're going to pay the same amount of money anyways, I want to have one last trip with Kevin to make some memories before I have to say goodbye to him.
We promise this will be the last time.
So please kindly understand.
They ended up aggravating the situation and ultimately given no choice but to break up with their husbands.
But why? You're still paying the same amount.
We already paid for the hotel and the tour. What a waste. That's not the point. How shameless can they even get? They each ended up with a $60,000 debt and were kicked out of their homes. Fortunately, they all have a job, so they could afford to support themselves. But it's not easy to pay back their debt while they support themselves. And I'm sure it'll take them time to pay everything off. And by the way, I heard that the three young men who were having an affair with their wives had also paid for a settlement too. As for me, I was able to see my dad and make sure I apologized to him about what happened. Not only was he forgiving, but he decided to go to Guam with me so I could see my husband, Alan, who works there. I had so much fun spending family time with my dad and my husband.
Trouble Busters!